your girl Sunshine. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Celebrating life with sunshine. So, I got my guy for the interview tonight. He is ready. So, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get him on the line.
I'm here. There you go. I'm sorry.
Okay. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How you doing? Everything good?
Everything is good. I had to get my sons under control and got everybody, up everybody.
You would be both.
So introduce
Now we.
yourself to the ones who don't know you will know you after tonight.
I can't wait to, you know what I'm saying, introduce myself to the world, you heard?
Yeah.
So what's up? What we doing?
Well, first you're gonna introduce yourself. Tell them your name from. Go ahead.
For those who don't know who I am or whatever, my name Pro Dillinger. I'm from Haverstraw, New York, Rockland County to be specific. You know what I mean? I represent 19 big umbrella shit. You know, shout to Celebrating Sunshine and Raya 718 for putting all of this together, and we out here.
Yes. So let's jump right on to it. First off, how did you decide the name for yourself for the
Pro, I've been pro for a long time, probably since I was like 15 years old, and then I added the Dillinger later on, like later down the line. I went through different phases or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it ended up being Pro. I've been Pro Dillinger for quite some time now, probably like, I don't know, a good 15 years. And like I said, that was just for my affinity for like old gangster films, black and white movies. You know, John Dillinger was one of my favorite old gangsters. They call him the baby-faced gangster. He was very like polite to women and stuff like that, but he was also a savage. So I like to kind of like paint myself in that same light, you know?
I feel you. Oh yeah, I feel it in your music. Real
Yeah.
good. Ryan put me on to you. And hey, I woke up.
I ain't hear nothing you just said. I lost you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kate.
Nah, there you go.
Okay. My son was texting. I was like, yo, I told you yeah. So I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I was in sunshine this morning. Ryan was like, well, listen, the Pro, it's not going to. I was like, no, I need this right now. I'm ready to park. He parked, and the person told me, so I parked on him, and then
feel me? Everyone's foul. I'm telling you, everyone's foul. Sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta bark on people so you can be heard. Sometimes people need to hear what you feeling on the inside, you know, and that's really what my music is about. It's kind of just taking that inner whatever's bothering me and just kind of putting it out there for people. And if you feel like that, you can relate to it. You know, my music not for everybody.
No.
You know what I mean? A lot of people can't relate to my stuff, but at the end of the day, I'm still creating. You know, I'm evolving too. So eventually, at some point, the people that can't relate will relate. You know what I mean? If it's for you, it's for you. You know.
And again, we're not for everybody. Like a lot of people can't take sunshine. They be like, "You too happy, too early in the morning." Well, today I wasn't. Today I was like, "Ugh."
Yes.
And Ryan was like, please don't let nobody come in your path. She called me a tornado.
It's true.
But
you know, it's true.
I can because your music is like when you ready about to go to the club or somebody just irked your last nerve and you ready to. That's like the hype fight music that, you know, back in the day, you know, that's system down now. But I love Top of Soil.
Okay.
And
I appreciate that.
P-R-I or the P-R-E-Y. I like that one too.
Oh yeah. And Pray for My Pray. Yeah, the whole that's an album I did with my brother Finn out of Toronto. That was actually one of my bigger releases, you know. Pray for My Pray was a game changer for me. You know, so shout to Finn. Shout to all my people in Canada that support my product and support me as an artist, and everybody that's helped me from that side of North America, you know.
Yeah, yeah. So
You know, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you see how you said like it's like fight music for you. Like I don't like to describe it like that. For me, it's like I describe it as feeling music. You know, like it's like I don't want to portray like I'm heartless, because I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm a person. You know what I mean? I got a wife. I have children. You know, I've lost friends. Yeah, I've lost family. You know, so that's the stuff that I talk about in my music. So it's not really, it's more or less, and it sounds cliche and corny, but I like a lot of people be like, oh, it's my outlet, it's my therapy, or whatever. I just kind of like, I don't want to hold on to nothing. So when I create, it's letting little pieces of me go. You know what I mean? But I'm also losing pieces of me as I create the music.
Oh, I didn't look at it like that.
Feel
But
me?
I can relate to that. I can. And so let me correct the fight music type thing. Back in the day, that would be. I was so angry back in my teenage years.
Right.
15, I lost my pops.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So then when you had that one person that understood you fully and completely out of your parents, you at war with your moms, and your pops go, but he was sick, but you know, we knew it was coming, but still he was the angry one. So I would put DMX, I would put on stuff that would get all my feelings riled up and be like, I need to take it out on something or whatever.
And it's weird that you say DMX. You know, I get a lot of the same comparisons, but only because of the energy that I bring, the connection that I create with the live viewer, like when I'm performing, you know, the content, you know, my connection with God, you know, all of that plays into my music, you know, in a way to where I almost feel like I'm spreading gospel. So when I hear those comparisons or whatever, it's flattering, and at the same time, it's fueling. You know what I mean? That means I'm on the right track. If I'm moving in the same direction as a DMX, I'll take that all day.
Gotcha.
Because I can relate to that. Yeah. And I know that there's a bunch of people, like when X came out, I was young. His first album came out on my 14th birthday. Feel me? So I was all over that shit. If I put out a project and a young nigga 14 or 15 years old hear my shit and can relate to me, and then I did my job.
Yeah. Seriously. Hello, everyone. Hello. We didn't get y'all. I always like to acknowledge them in the chats. Thank you for tuning in. Just to let you know, for the ones who just tuned in, all interviews go on the YouTube page after, so that way if anybody missed it, they can always get to it right away on the YouTube. Celebrate Life with Sunshine. But yeah, now it's like when I listen to it now, I can say it gets your emotions out. That's for sure, because it is therapeutic. You get your emotions out and you let people see the real side of you. You know,
yeah.
Not just artists, not just interviewers, but not just we're mom and dads, we're aunties, we're sisters, brothers on top of that. So I always like to let people know the person, not just the artist that comes on the show. Because I am going to ask you some questions that people, you know, the human side, you know?
Yeah, we humans, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I love you too, Nas. What my music shows a side of humanity that people are scared to tap in with. My music shows a side of humanity that a lot of people don't see, a lot of people don't report on, you know what I mean? Nobody wants to talk about their family member being addicted to drugs. Nobody wants to talk about one of their closest homies getting murdered. You know, nobody want to talk about them kind of things. I talk about the things that nobody's comfortable talking about. And I feel like that's what makes my music, I'm not going to say different than everybody, but like more or less relatable, because who the fuck gets on a record? Like, rap is a sport of braggadocio and muchismo, for lack of a better word. You know what I'm saying? So people get on records, they talk about their jewelry, their cars, this, that, and the third. I'm fucking niggas up. Nobody never talked about how they got snuck and punched in the face and you didn't see it coming. Nobody want to talk about losing a bitch to another nigga. Nobody want to talk about standing outside all day with a pocket full of cracks and you make fucking $30. Like, nobody want to talk about that shit. You know, it's not all like, it ain't cool, you know, and it's not always, once again, for lack of a better word, glamorous. You know, like, that life has affected me well into my adult years. You know, and if I had to do it over again, I would have been a square. I would have listened to my pops, went to trade school, you feel me, and maybe not been where I was at today, but at the end of the day, I'm completely satisfied with who I am as a man, as an artist, you know, and as a person, you know, and that's my goal, is to make sure that I don't hold on to a lot of this shit that I rap about. I let it go. I give it to the people. Y'all can relate to it. Y'all can't relate to it, whatever. It made me feel better, you know?
But at the end of the day, Ryan and I talked about this earlier today. And I read a post saying, if I go back to my teenage years, Ryan was like, no. I was like, but if I did, look at, and Ryan said something as well. She was like, look at who we are today because of what we went through.
Yeah,
so
yeah, fact.
I wouldn't have my three boys and my granddaughter if I did change the scenario.
Yes.
I wouldn't know this or that, or it. So our past made us who we are today, and it's a better today than it was back then. And sometimes now looking back, it's like, I went through that, so now I can help other people who's dealing with what I went through at a young age. And so I was, you know, we don't have no time machine and can't go back. But if I could go back, I definitely would. There would be something I won't rock with and think I would try to like, I have a lot of childhood friends who didn't make it out the hood, who died when they hit 25. And I was saying to my son, I was playing music in a car with my 13-year-old. Miles, and have you ever he was like, because when Top of the Soil came on, and he was like, Ma, you say that all the time about loyalty and how you'll never do family wrong, but family's done you wrong. And you talk about what he's talking about. So he was relating to it. And then he turned to me and said, have you so that opened up the talk, because I talk to my kids. I keep it 100.
Yeah.
I don't lie. Why lie? You want
You're right.
They not brought up in the hood that we grew up in, because we want for them, but we want them to also know what we endured, and that's why we want a better life. So it brings up topics you need to talk about. Right. Me? About it. So I love listening to yours. When Ryan put me on to, I was like, oh, I like him. She was like, good. He's coming on February, March. I was like, yes, let's go.
Thank you.
You know?
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So I love what you're doing. So
thank you.
Works now for you? Any plans of touring? Any shows coming up?
Plenty. I'm booked up through the whole summer, pretty much. I have a show coming up in April 14th in Brooklyn. June 10th, I'll be in Richmond, Virginia. Where was it? April. In May, I'll be in the Bronx performing. So April, I'm in Brooklyn. May, I'm in the Bronx. June, I'm in Virginia. July, I'm in South Carolina. August, I'm thinking we probably going overseas in August.
Ooh, which parts?
Uh, I'm not sure yet. We trying to work something out in Spain right now. I got some other shit that I'm negotiating in the UK. Somebody from Australia reached out. So it's like wherever they gonna have me, I'm gonna go. You know, and I tell people that on my live all the time. Like niggas jump in my live and be like, yo, come here, come to Cali, come to Boston, come here. Contact y'all local promoters and tell them book me. You know what I'm saying? Holla at these niggas. Show them that the demand is there. And I'll pop out. I don't have no problem with that. All I'm asking is booking fee and travel. I'm popping out.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I don't have no problem going nowhere. Like I wanna bring my like what I feel like I'm doing right now. I feel like I'm spreading the gospel. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a mission. Like I'm a missionary. You know what I'm saying? I'm spreading my gospel, my brand. You know, I'm trying to tell people like through the grace of God, I'm still here. I'm still being creative. I'm still doing my shit. You know, I'm still alive. You know what I mean? The people that I truly care about are still alive. So I'm fucking going everywhere to tell people that shit.
Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Now, UK, love it. London, hands down. Their clubs is all right, too. It's a little different, but it's all right.
I don't even do nightlife. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do nightlife at all. I seen enough bad shit happen, like partying and shit like that. Like I said earlier, I'm 38. I be in the house, man. I got my babies and shit. You know what I'm saying? If I go outside, it's because I'm going to do rap nigga shit. Like I'm going to a show. I'm popping out at somewhere that I got booked at, and that's the only time I get dressed. You know what I'm saying? Like I be in sweatsuits all the time and shit. I only put clothes on when I gotta appear somewhere. So my life's different now than it was before. You know, I'm prescribing to a more toned down lifestyle, and it feel good. You know, during the summertime, niggas be outside smoking hookah and drinking bottles and shit. I'll go fishing. You know what I'm saying? I get on my bike, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll just walk right there. I grab my fishing poles and my tackle box and shit. I go fishing, dolo. Shit like that.
I love it.
Yeah, I be on shit like that. You know what I mean? I go jog, you know. I do jujitsu. So I try to do, hey baby. I hike. I be going hiking.
Okay.
My wife just had to remind me, like, because it's like once I deactivated myself and and I consciously decided like, all right, I want to be like a civilian, you know, like I'm over the bullshit. I don't know, like once you stop doing drugs, you stop gang banging, you stop fucking around or whatever and being in the gambling spots and all of that, like you have to find out like who you are again without that stuff. So now imagine you somebody that all you know is that stuff and you don't know what you like. You don't know who you are. You don't know who you are as a man. You just know who you are in the other spectrum of things. You know what I'm saying? So my life now is about readjustment, redirection, transition. You know what I mean? And figuring out the things that I like that make me happy besides getting high and being in the gambling spot and doing this, that, you know what I mean? I don't fuck with none of that no more. So now I gotta find my inner peace and my self-fulfillment. That's my mission right now. Part of my mission is to narrate my past and possibly help someone else that's experiencing the same thing, which is also helping me get a lot of that stuff off my chest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So right now, my life is about redirection.
You evolve. You know that, right?
It's evolution. It's natural. It's inevitable. We all have to change at some point.
We all have to at some point. You said that, correct. And it's sad to say, a lot of people older than me, I'm 46, a lot of people had to mature like I did at 15 because I was helping my mom's help take care of my father. Actually, 14. So I stopped working. I would go to school, come home, not go to work, and help my mom out so she could get some sleep until the nurse came in to let my mother go to work.
Right.
I don't know what we endured growing up, but we're here to help them understand love. See, I didn't have a teenage life at that time. So when I got older, then I was able to do that, have fun. But like now, my kids, my youngest is 13, the other ones is older. I can do stuff and just go and enjoy, get to know me again.
Hey, see what I'm saying? Now you figuring out you again. You know what I mean? Now there's people right here in this shit right now. There's people in here in the comments that know me from before. You know what I mean? That if you know, say like there's people in here that know me from before. I wasn't easy to deal with at all, like as a friend, a family member, a gang member, a fucking get high buddy or a drinking buddy. Like I was fucking up in all aspects of my life. So to be able to recover from all of that and still move a message forward, even though it sounds negative, when you listen to it, you listen to my music at first. It's like, look at my brother Nasser here. That's my brother for real. Like, that's my family. He know. Like, we was in it together. You know what I'm saying? Now he the same type of nigga as me. Go in the house, I go to work, I don't do nothing, I do this, I don't be on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's the change. You have to be the change you want to see. Yeah. So even though the music sounds negative, if you listen between the lines, I'm pushing a move forward message. You know, move forward past the bullshit. We all been there. It's time to, what are we doing now? You know what I mean?
Time to grow the hell up for the ones who ain't grown up yet.
What are we doing now? What are we doing? What are we doing? We still standing in the front, drinking bottles, smoking hookah, and passing blunts, and niggas drive past and shoot at us, and then we shoot at them, and then we go to the thing or whatever, and we in Nyack, and then we fight niggas, and it's dumb. I'm over all of that.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I'm out from work and on my lunch break, and here they are on the corner. And I'm like, come on, y'all are grown men now, not no teenagers, grown men.
Niggas you probably known from way before. That's still on the same shit. And I'm not bashing nobody. You feel me? Niggas could do what they want to do. I'm saying for me, I'm cool. Like, yeah. I'm good.
I know what we not gonna do.
Yeah. And here, you not gonna be no nigga. I'm tired of the nigga shit. I did every nigga thing in the history of niggatry I've done. I am cemented in the book of niggas.
I feel you. No, you
I'm done.
100. I know, and I love it because you keeping it 100 like I love 100.
I did everything a nigga could do. I don't want to be a nigga no more. I want to be a father. I want to be a fucking husband. I want to be a rapper. I want to be a philanthropist. I want to make a difference to someone, to anyone. Niggatry, yes. In the history of niggadom, I did everything that a nigga could do. Now I don't want to do nigga shit no more.
And that's what I love, because we're here to help change the game now even more. We're here look at us. We've been through hell, but we don't look like it, right? Thank God a lot of our friends ain't seen 25, but we are. Thank God. There's a lot of guys. Like, there could have been them times where, but no. We wasn't meant. So, you already told us a lot of things of where you going this year. What's your next move besides touring? Do you have another album or who you want to work with? Things like that.
I mean, a lot of stuff I can't say because it's still cooking. But it's gonna be a big year for me. It's gonna be a big year for the umbrella, a big year for 1-9 as a label, and just a big year for everybody that's important to me around me that's doing music. Underground hip hop as a whole right now is in such a resurgence that even like the people that like the higher ups are starting to pay attention to what's happening now. And shout out to the brothers that laid that groundwork for niggas like me. You know what I'm saying? From me to you, I appreciate that, because what's happening right now, I was getting ready to quit before I did my first EP on some underground shit. Before I really just focused on this demographic, I was getting ready to quit. You can ask any of my niggas. I was over this shit because I had been putting out projects. This new shit I'm about to put out, if you add up all my shits from before, this like my 27th project.
Okay.
So I had been doing this shit like years and years and years already. So I was done. I was like, I'm good, bro. Like, I'm good. I'm good. I threw out that first EP and the response was so great that it encouraged me to continue. And then 5 years later, my team is widely considered to be the next Wu-Tang. You know, I'm considered one of the great minds of the underground for putting this shit together. Me and all of my brothers are in position to feed all of our families for years and years to come. This shit happened like a lot of people may think overnight, but it took grind, it took time. You know, now we here, and that's the shit that's fucking me up. It's like, damn, we really here. Like, motherfuckers is on it. You know what I mean?
See, back in the day, the underground was
that's where it was.
It was where it was, and then it's then you got radio now. There's no cars, everything's so out of order, out of whack. But the underground, it is coming back full force, and that
it's bad.
I miss the battle raps. I miss the underground, and now y'all are bringing the full force out again, and that's why I'm like, that's hip hop.
Yeah, it's back.
If you can't go bar for bar, and you can't have something not written down, memorized, like if you can't go off the dome, sit down. That's how we were back in the day. We was like, yeah, next, you know.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. But you know, it's times are changing. You got to evolve with the sound. You got to evolve with the times, and the way that things are headed right now is music that I've been making since years before. So this was right in my wheelhouse. So I feel like that's another reason why the fans gravitate to what I do, is because they could tell I've been doing it. I'm not like an old nigga that was like trying to get on BET and shit like that, and then started rapping on some underground shit to get popular again. Like, this has been my sound from when I started creating a sound.
And that's what I love. But your sound is also evolved as well as you as well. So that's fire, more dope, because there's a lot of people that don't talk about what we talk about. So when they hear you, they hear me, they see it, they're like, oh, thank God I'm not alone in this. Because a lot of people doing stuff alone, and that's too. A lot of people can't handle what we've been through. Some have committed suicide. Some, you know what I mean? So for us, he's still here is the best important thing. And I love how you said we're finding us again, because it is. It's true. Every stage of your life, you find a new part of you didn't know you had.
Facts.
So the family, the rearranging everything to just be at peace. What does your 5-year plan look like right now?
Yeah. It's Allah. You know, like, you know, if God is good, in 5 years, I'll have some acreage. My carpet and upholstery cleaning business will be off the ground and
Okay.
and well into operation. In 5 years, I'll be traveling regularly with my family to handle business. In 5 years, I'll be globally recognized as one of the most feared MCs and one of the most shrewd businessmen in our corner of hip hop, and one of the most innovative minds in our space. That's where I see myself in 5 years. I see myself as a legend still alive in 5 years. You know, I'm gonna be like Braun. I'm still playing. I'm still out here. Year 15, 16, 17, 18. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, you know who, like, the niggas that remind me of niggas like that is like Cool G. You know, what's my son? Big Daddy Kane, Black Thought. You know, like old heads that like Wu-Tang, Nas still touring. Like all of that shit still gives me hope. You know, Vinny Paz. I'm like, these guys are guys that been in the game since the first wave,
Mm-hmm.
before the first wave. So to see that they grew from the same seeds that I'm cultivating is very encouraging to me. It shows me that there's longevity in what I'm doing, which is what I'm looking for. I don't want to be a flash in the pan. I don't want to be one of them guys that's here and then just 2 years later you don't hear nothing from me, or I lost my spark.
Nah, you didn't. You're not gonna lose it. It's embedded in you.
Yeah.
I was like, you can somebody's like here for a little bit and then that's it. But no, it's embedded in you. It is. So that's dope. Now tell them, somebody put it in the chat, but tell them how to follow you, how to find you, things to that nature. If they want to work with you, how can they contact you?
Just tap in, Pro Dillinger. You know what I'm saying? If you on Instagram, you already got me on Instagram. If you're not, follow me on Twitter at Pro Dillinger. Go holler at me. I'm on Facebook, Pro Dillinger, same name. You know, you can hit me. I'll give you my phone number. You can text me. I got a website, prodillinger.com. You know,
Okay.
I'm very reachable, and I'm out a lot. You know, I'm at the events. I'm at the shows. I'm super approachable. You know, just holler at me.
So you started telling us, I usually ask name 5 fun facts. So you already gave us some. So give us 5 people that you listen to that's not you.
Hector Lavoe, Sade, Anita Baker, El DeBarge.
Oh, you got a mix.
And I'll throw Luther in there.
Okay.
And that's just because when I'm not making rap music, I don't listen to rap music.
Ooh. Explain.
But I do that so that I don't sound like nobody else. I don't want to sound like nobody else. I don't want to be influenced by nobody else's music or anybody else's sonics. So I don't listen to rap music if I'm not making rap music. I'll listen to, because I'm Puerto Rican, so I listen to salsa. I listen to classic rock. I listen to a lot of 80s R&B. You know what I mean? Anita Baker's my favorite. You know, DeBarge. You know, like I said, like I listen to mostly 80s R&B music. You know, a lot of 80s shit. So I could even go back further. You know, further and further than that. So my music taste is very eclectic, but very little of it is rap music.
Okay, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Y'all heard it here first. He's all evolved, more than rap. Listen.
I like vibes.
Who?
I said I like vibes. Like I like vibes. I don't want to feel like aggressive. I'm a lover. You know what I'm saying? I like smooth grooves. I want to feel smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to. You know what I mean?
I know.
Unless I'm making that shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, listen, Etta
Yeah.
James, you know.
Etta James go crazy.
Thank you guys. Yes, definitely. But the most important thing, I love how, and I tell my kids this, and I've introduced this to children when they were in my stomach. My mother did it to me. She was like, "No, you're gonna know every type of music except for rock. Rock just don't do. But classic, opera,
Yeah.
R&B, slow,
Yeah.
the spinners, the stylistics, the
Yeah, all of that. The Manhattans.
you the Commodores.
Yeah, all of that.
You gotta know the history. I know Richie came from the Commodores. And
Yes.
you know what I mean? The fourth.
Diana Ross came from the Supremes. Yo, the Commodores, Zoom
Yeah.
is one of my favorite songs ever. My father passed away too. Zoom was one of my father's favorite songs. And I swear to God, to this day, right? Every time I hear Zoom, I can't help it, bro. My eyes just water up.
Yeah.
Every fucking time.
Yeah.
The Commodores, Zoom, and Earth, Wind, and Fire, September. Every single time.
I took my mother this summer to see Earth, Wind, and Fire.
You lying. I would have fucking died. You heard?
Listen, I did because my father, remember Westbury Paul?
Yes.
So my father and mother would always see, they went to see Luther. My father made sure when anybody big came in, the stylistics, whoever, my father would take my mother. They would get dressed up sharp. He'd be in his
What?
town. And so when he passed away, my mother was the only parent. So she wouldn't do things like that. She had a parent first. So now I'm able to do that with her. So I surprise her at Joe's Earth, Wind, and Fire and Santana. My mother was like, she lit up. I said, Ma, come on. I'm taking my favorite girl out. She was like, where are we going? I was like, I'm not telling you. Come on. We go to dinner. And then we went to Jones Beach. And she was like, wait. I was like, here's your shirt. She's like a little kid in the candy store now. And then she was like, wait, they said Santana. I haven't seen Santana. Your father and I was supposed to.
Oh, man.
So my mother started crying when they started singing all my father's favorite songs. Like, don't do this to me, Ma. Don't.
Oh, my God.
So we was just rocking back and forth, and I videotaped her without her knowing. And everybody was like, oh, I was like, you're my favorite girl. There you go.
Yeah, I would have died, B. Like, real shit. That same shit, though, like, my pops, he used to be, like, real fly, like, real fly. Like, I'm talking, like, full linen suits. Yeah. This nigga, yo, Jesus sandals. Like, nigga, who the fuck you think you is? Yeah, mad chains. My dad used to get, like, pedicures and manicures, and he was, like, on some real old school, like, drug dealer shit. Like, you know, when he wasn't working, like,
yeah.
But it was very rare. But every once in a while, like, my moms would be like, oh, y'all going to see our grandmothers. We going out dancing. Like, and my pops would do that shit. He would take my moms on, like, the Kiss cruises. You remember they used to do Kiss Cruise? 98.7 Kiss FM. So he used to take my moms on, like, the Kiss cruises and go see all them niggas and shit, you know. We used to go to New Orleans every summer because I got mad family well, I used to before Hurricane. But, yeah, a lot of them passed away. A lot of them moved to, like, Texas and Mississippi. A lot of them we lost contact with, too. But I used to go every summer before Katrina.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's Allah's will, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So every summer we used to go down there before my pops passed away, before this hurricane and all of that. And we used to go to Essence Festival and Jazz Festival. So I seen Sade, I seen Anita Baker, I seen Earth, Wind, and Fire, I seen P-Funk. I was on stage right off to the, because my dad's cousin was working for Jazz Festival and P-Funk was performing, but she was like a stage person, and me and my brother was like off to the side. This nigga George Clinton in a whole pamper, butt ass naked, like, yo, swear to God, like, you know, I seen these people, you know, in my face. Like, I know what greatness looks like. I know what I want to be. I knew what I want to be since then.
Yeah. My mother said to me after, she says, you're doing what your father would have done.
Feel me? Yeah, I saw George Benson live.
Stop it.
George Benson and Jazz Al Jarreau. Niggas don't even know who the fuck Al Jarreau is. The scat master.
Listen, the Gap. Oh, remember the Wiz?
Yeah, I saw them live. Charlie Wilson and them in person. Like, I know what greatness looks like. I know who I'm supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
And you're living it now. You're living it fully and completely.
Yes. Yes. Not to the level I'm not even at my full reach yet.
Get in there because you do have the reach now. You have the ears. People are watching. People are now paying close attention. You really do. Like right now, this is the season. And what you're doing and what I'm doing is bigger. Is reaching more people. And on top of that, is blessing people. And it's giving a platform for people to really be heard and to be seen. Because the simple fact is, you got to pay to be on the radio and stuff. But when you got the right people in your corner, now everything's coming and you ain't got to go look for it. It's coming to you.
Can I give you like something like very, very super duper exclusive, like on some real shit? Like that I've never, real shit that I've never told like nobody ever. I've never paid for no production. I've never paid for no artwork. I've never paid for no radio play. I ain't paid for no fucking blue checks. I don't pay for no fucking playlists or none of that. Everything that happens is supposed to happen for me. What's for me is for me. So when people come to me and they want to create, it's never on no wooty wooty whoop. That business shit come later. You feel me?
Yeah.
That business shit, like, business is very, very important. But a lot of the times, what I'm basically trying to say is that most of the people that come to me, like, I don't be going out looking for beats and stuff like that. I have plenty of that in my computer. Like, I got a lot of shit that I could just, if I never took another beat submission from a producer for a year, I'll have plenty of beats for the next 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
From whoever, you know what I'm saying? My creation doesn't interfere with my business savvy. You feel what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make sure that if we do something, you're compensated. But off the rip, like for looks and shit, like a lot of niggas pay for looks.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas pay to be places that they wouldn't normally be allowed. A lot of people pay to be on these playlists, and you know, they go to clubs and shit like that all night. I know niggas that don't club and hate the nightlife, but go out just so they could be seen around motherfuckers and take pictures and shit.
Yeah, me. If it ain't a job, I'm like.
I know niggas that'll jump out the window and perform for free.
Yeah, no.
You know, and all you know what I'm saying? All type of shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking down. I've done free shows. You know what I mean? But just like I always tell my niggas, if I want people to start looking at me a certain way, I have to start conducting my business as such. And, you know, I make myself more scarce. I don't gotta be at every event. I don't gotta be at every spot. I don't gotta be in the spot taking pictures and all. I don't have to do that. You know, I don't do many interviews. You know,
well,
what's for me is for me. You know, the beats, the art, the interviews, the opportunities, the blessings, the good, the bad, the ugly. What's for me is for me. The universe gonna make sure I have it.
Yeah.
And if I do the right thing when I obtain it, then I'm gonna keep up, and then I'm gonna keep getting those things.
Exactly. What you put out into the atmosphere, it comes back. So you put out excellent energy, it's coming back. And on top of that, you are correct. It is. And someone said, it's the divine. Yes, it's divine alignment. And I can say the hand of God is on us. It is. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful.
Facts.
So
I'm on a bigger path. I'm on a bigger mission. I'm on a higher. There's a higher purpose. Yeah, I have a purpose. I'm spreading gospel. Like, I'm really doing that. You know, that's why I'm so passionate about what I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
I always tell my wife, you know, if once I'm done with this rapping shit, I'm gonna be a preacher. You know what I'm saying?
And training.
That's dope. But I'm not gonna be like I'm gonna be like me, but I'm be spreading that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
streets. I do.
Feel me? So if it's for people that's like us, like I be telling her all the time, like I feel like that rap is just my platform to doing something else. Like,
people need real. And that's one thing my pastor said. He was like, they see the light in you, but they also feel your realness. A lot of people won't go to people who's not real. They know real from fake, and they'll receive quicker from the real than the fake. So your mission and my mission is doing what we're supposed to do. So,
facts.
And you don't have to stop rapping to be a preacher or a minister, because look at Reverend Run. The simple fact is, from Run D,
yeah,
Reverend Run.
Yeah, and then people, you know, and they're like, it's like, I know I'm going to, like, if I do some shit like that, everybody going to be like, oh, but you be cursing, and, but it's like, yo, like, I'm not, this is my gift. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to stop doing what I do at all. This is my gift. If that comes into it, like, if the two intersect, they do. You know what I mean? Like, that's not my gimmick or nothing. I'm not trying to be no fucking rapping preacher or nothing. But I feel like I have a bigger purpose.
You do?
So I'm on my shit. There's nothing stopping me from receiving none of my blessings. Not no fucking haters or no shooters or no drugs or no fucking nut or police or nothing. Nobody's gonna stop me from doing nothing I gotta do.
Yeah. I thank you so much for your time. I thank you for this conversation. I thank everyone that chimed in. Follow. Definitely keep me posted when you have shows. Inbox them to me. Trust them.
Of course.
If I'm in town, I'm pulling up to one of them.
I appreciate that. Thank you for having me, for real.
Nah, for real. I appreciate this conversation, everything. Keep doing,
no doubt.
Keep in touch. Love y'all. I gotta go real quick. I gotta fix my face for my next interview.
Hi, y'all. Have a good one.
Have a good night.